Hello again, YouTube. My name is Bree, and in today's video, I'm very excited to be doing an unboxing of these brand new paints from Beam Paints. So Beam Paints is a handmade watercolor company. They also make ink and gouache and many other things. They are not really just a watercolor company. And all the paints are made by Anong Beam, who is a second-generation painter and paint maker. Her parents were both artists. They're also First Nation people living in Manitoulin Island, Canada. And yeah, her paints, I love what she stands for. It's all about creating a sustainably produced product. She makes paints using pigments from the land, and she supplements other pigments where needed. I think in the paint I got, only one has a real earth pigment. I do want to get one of the Mother Earth palettes at some point, but it was sold out at the time I bought this particular one. Otherwise, all the wood, honey, beeswax, cotton, tree sap, everything she uses is sustainably harvested to protect the beautiful environment she lives in, and I find that to just be such a amazing goal. And yeah, even the wrapping, there's no plastic, so I very much wanted to support this, and I'm very excited about trying the paints themselves. So okay, it really isn't an unboxing. I already opened it because I accidentally put my address on screen for an extended period. So now with my address removed, let's start over. So I haven't actually opened anything yet. Enjoy Great Ultra. Thank you. Yeah, so I think that's probably on the screen, and you could pause and read that if you'd like. There's also a code for 10% off, so I'll share that below. I'm sorry, this unboxing part is taking way longer than it should. I should just dive in here and rip this apart. Okay. Ooh. So the paint I picked out is called a mini cookie. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yes. So basically it's a tiny palette. She does make full-size palettes. This is just a small one. And it should be 11 different colors of paint, but I'm thinking I either can't count or I got 12, and thank you. So this is just kind of a standard palette. You have your warm and cool reds, yellows, and blues, plus a few other colors. I think the one that didn't originally come with it was the silver, and I have a list of the paint colors nearby. All of the colors have both their common English name and the name in her language, which I'm not going to try to pronounce, but I'm going to list everything below because I want to share that with you. So what we should have is Summer Sun Red, Morning Peach, Pumpkin, Fall Poplar Yellow, my handwriting is terrible, Spring Green, Boreal Green, Robin's Egg Blue, which I'm very excited about that color, Gray Ocean, I think this is just my bad handwriting, I'm sorry, Prussian Blue, Grape Color, and Gold. So obviously the silver is an unexpected addition, as is this paint stone. So this is a birch palette, and like I said, everything's sustainably produced and harvested, so it not cutting down trees just for the sake of cutting down trees. These are her paint stones, and for these particular items, it's a piece of cotton, I believe, wrapped in a beeswax with a wax-coated wrapper. And you can use these in these little cases as is, or she does build palettes, which are larger wood blocks, or I think there's also some ceramic and other options where these just drop right in. So really cool. And I think she said this is Great Ultra. So I am very excited, and let's get to swatching. Okay, so I'm switching to voiceover at this point, and I do want to apologize for basically info dumping instead of unboxing for the first part of this video. So if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry. I'll try not to do that in the future. If I do another unboxing, I'll just unbox because that's more exciting. Otherwise, I'm going to keep the original voiceover just because I did it so long ago that, I don't know, I'm lazy. I'm committed. So moving on to the paints themselves, I really do like them. This cookie, birch cookie, is really cute to begin with. So even if I didn't like the paints, I would be happy to support Beam just because of everything they do and have this cute little showpiece for it. But no, I really do like the paints. I will definitely be using them more. Some of the colors weren't quite as chromatic as I was hoping. Basically Robin's Egg Blue, but I'm starting to think that one might be gouache, which means you just have to give it a little bit more water up front to really get it going. The Gray Ultra, I'm pretty sure is actually gouache because if you let the water soak in a bit, it's really creamy. And that's fine. You could definitely use gouache like watercolor, and I may be mistaken too. It may just not be a very vibrant and poppy color, but I've seen some swatches on their website that make me think that it's just me. Otherwise, if I were to get paint in the future, which I probably will, I would definitely get the paint stones. This palette, while it is super cute, it's a little hard to pull paint from just because of its size. And while I am used to doing that with my Etchr mini palette, I have started using some larger brushes, so it's definitely easier with round brushes or small brushes, but if you try to use a 1/2 inch wash brush or something, it definitely isn't easy. But no, I think the paints are great. Some of the colors are so beautifully pigmented, like the cool red, which I think is cherry, and that purple is just so crazy pigmented and beautiful. And then some of the colors are just a little less chromatic, like Great Ocean, which is a French ultramarine. It's PP29, and that's not uncommon. Even my Daniel Smith takes a lot of water to really get those rich blues. So for the painting itself, this is just a really casual 1-hour painting session that I had this morning. I just woke up and decided it was time to use these paints and do something in a small sketchbook. It was really laid back. I mean, I didn't even look at it too closely until I finished and went, oh, that's, I may have had some wonky perspective just because of the angle I was working on, but I had a cat curled up in my lap. I was comfortable. The kitty was comfortable. We had fun. So the bird itself, I think, is a belted kingfisher. I wanted a bird that potentially lives up in Manitoulin Island where these paints came from, though I didn't check that this coloration in this bird was the one that was there. But I wanted to be able to play with a bunch of the different paints, and I guess I like painting birds when I have a new supply now, so I don't know, that's what happened. I don't want this to be a test of the paint's capabilities. I just wanted to demo them, but this really was a lot faster than I typically work. So the messiness and sloppiness is all on me and not on the paints. The paints I had so much fun with them. So I really don't have too much else to say. I think I'm losing my voice a little bit right now. So this is probably not the right time to do a voiceover. I do apologize. I know I said in the last video I do want to start posting every other week again, but I pretty much lost all of last weekend to the Gchigaaming'aande 2020 painting I was working on that I definitely did not want to film. That deadline was on Tuesday, and I did get a painting in last minute. Otherwise, I was just exhausted this week, so yeah, I missed my own self-imposed deadline of 2 weeks, but I'll try to get more consistent and post more often. In the meantime, I don't have any plans for the next video, so I have no idea what I'll be doing next, but I hope to see you again in that video. Please feel free to look in the description for all of the paint colors if you're interested in looking at what's actually in this little mini cookie or getting a link to the Beam site. And if you have any questions about this paint, please ask in the comments below and I will help out. Thank you. Bye.